Hello, amazing artists. It has been so wonderful to see all of your unique sculptures. I've really enjoyed seeing what you guys have come up with. So the first thing I wanted to tell you guys about is to celebrate all of your hard work and to finish off the year, I'm planning a digital art show. So traditionally, 5th and 6th grade have had an art show. So what I've done is I've taken photos of the artwork at school, and that will be in the art show. But you guys have all done such cool stuff at home, and some of you have been creating things just of your own volition at home. So I want to celebrate that. So if you have something that you've created that you love, or if you've really enjoyed and feel proud of one of the projects that Mrs. Meckley and I have shared with you, please send me an email with a photo this week, and I will add it to the digital art show. So next week is our last week. This has been really a crazy time, but it's the last week of school next week. So I hope that you've enjoyed this time at home with your families, but know that we really miss you and we love you. And that's why I love seeing your photos every week so much. Anyway, sorry, digression. So next week is our last week, so I'd love to post this digital art show for all of you guys to just celebrate what you've accomplished this year, even though it's been kind of a weird one. So this week we are working on printmaking. So the first slide shows that the materials that you need for this week. So this week you need styrofoam meat tray or takeout container, scissors, 2-color pens, washable marker, washcloth or sponge, and a cup of water. And then the next slide shows a video of the artist, Robert Indiana. Just a little information about him. He's a pop artist who does some really neat stuff. And then the next slide is a video that I created for K-4 to make a line styrofoam print. Now, third graders, this might look a little familiar to you because this is a project that we did last year. But you can have some fun with this. You don't have to make your lines all in rows. Just kind of have some fun, make squiggly lines here or there. The next slide, actually following that video, is a reminder of some different kinds of lines that you could use. But marker prints are pretty fun. So you can watch the video and see how you can make a marker print. Make a bunch of prints. You can wash your plate off with water and your sponge or your washcloth and color it over and over again. So that is for K-4. And then you'll see grades 5 and 6. I have a little extra challenge for you. In middle school, I know they want you to know how to draw a tree. So my challenge for you guys, and I was actually going to do this in person at school, but my challenge for you guys is to create a tree styrofoam print. So there is a video following the instructional video about how to make a marker print. There's actually a video on how to draw a tree. So you can watch that video, draw a tree on the paper, and then transfer that tree drawing onto your styrofoam plate. You can see how I do that in the video. And I'd love to see some really cool tree marker prints. The next slide has some other really cool, fun printing activities if you want to try them out. My personal favorite, I think, is the nail polish print. So you'd have to ask your parents or older siblings permission to use their nail polish, but you can make some really cool prints with nail polish. There's how to make a bubble print, so you can make some really fun, neat, different kinds of papers, a marker leaf print, or a milk carton mono print. So there's some other ideas if you want to keep creating when you're at home. The next slide has materials that you need for next week, our last week. Our last week together is photography. So you don't actually need much for next week. You just need a camera, so either a grown-up's phone or an iPad or something similar, and some fun props, because we're going to have some fun with perspective and taking pictures. And then the last slide is Mrs. Meckley and my emails, and we would love to see your photos. So please, please, please send me this week the pictures that you just feel proud of, you want me to share in our digital art show next week. You can also just say, hey, Mrs. Hoagland, I sent you an email with my this painting I did or whatever, and I'll go back in my email and look for that photo. So I would love to just celebrate everything that you guys have accomplished this year and share that with all of you next week in a digital art show. So happy creating. Miss you guys. God bless you.